everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie Books, and we are currently doing a series where I pick two random recipes out of a cookbook, and I have to make them no matter what. This is pick number 2 of the week, so if you missed the first video, you can go ahead and find it on a playlist that I'll link down below. Today we are making fresh fruit tarts. So far in a food processor, I've added the the flour and the salt, and now I'm adding butter. They recommend using a food processor. I would too. This dough or crust. Yeah, I think it's considered crust, not dough. I don't know. It kind of got a little too wet. And so all you have to do is just add some flour at the end, and it works out just fine. You'll see later that I have to add more to it so that it won't be as like, it wasn't easy to roll out. It was sticking, to the surface too much and stuff like that. That's when you know that it's a little too wet. All in all, this recipe came out amazing. It tasted so good. And in the instructions, it says to put the dough into a disc. I don't know if mine is considered a disc, but I just kind of like molded it and covered it with a cling wrap and put it into the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and that was a good enough time. But it could be in there longer. I don't see what that would hurt. So if you have a lot of things going on and you need to do this, like this part ahead of time, go ahead. It would work out fine. And yes, the knife that I'm using is not probably made for what I'm using it for, and sorry about that, but I'm actually waiting on new knives to come in, so let's not make too much fun of me, okay? My knives are supposed to be here tomorrow, so hopefully in the next upcoming videos you'll see the new knives, and it won't be one, like this. Because every single knife I own, I didn't realize how bad they were until, I was watching, well, I guess you don't notice things until you are actively, like, paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Like, you're not paying attention to what you're really doing until you're filming it. But anyways, so the fruit that we have chosen to use for our fruit tart is apple, strawberries, and grapes. And at first, I was very nervous about using apples because, apples love to turn brown. So I was super, nervous about this being in the refrigerator overnight. At the time that I was filming this, we ended up having to eat it right when it was done. And that tastes good all in itself, but I kind of had some fears about what it would look like in the morning. I was scared that it was going to be soggy in the morning because of the grapes, they can be very moist. I was nervous that it was going to be brown, like not all of the fruit, but just like the apples were going to be like really brown. It was going to turn out horrible, right? Like those were my feelings. But I'm happy to report that in the morning, my daughter was like, "Mom, we gotta go and see if the apples turn brown." And I was like, "Yeah, you're not wrong." So she ran out there so fast to check and see if it was all good, and sure enough, she was out there. I walk out there and she already has it like all the way open, cutting herself a piece, and I was like, "Oh, you really you really like it, huh?" And she's like, "Yeah, it was really, really good." So we both tried it this morning, and oh man, it's so much better left over for the next morning. So yeah, this literally isn't just a dessert. It's a good breakfast. And I know that may sound like dumb to some people, but like, I mean, come on, people go and eat donuts for breakfast. Why not enjoy this? um, honestly, I would rather eat this over a donut. This is very good, and I am happy to report that when it is cold and the next day, the apples are not brown. It is not soggy. It is actually perfect the next day. So if you make this up, go ahead and make it at night and eat it in the morning for breakfast. Or you can have it, of course, for dessert, but um, it came out very good. As you can see, you see the all the lines and everything and how everything was sticking. Oh man, I was like, oh yeah, I need to definitely add some more flour to this because I have made, pie crust and things, in the past, making a homemade pot pie. So I know from experience that I needed more flour, and that was the trick. Also, I will say that I did waste some dough, and I'm sad about that. Well, crust, whatever you want to call it. This is me trying to get a round pie crust. I was trying, okay? Um, so I would say that I loved this pie crust. It came out perfect, actually. Um, and this is me trying my hardest to get it somewhat even. Come on, guys. Don't laugh at me, guys. Okay. Actually, I give you permission. It's okay. You can. So you put that in the oven. That I think I had put in the oven right whenever it was done. But I had extra, and I was like, you know what? Let me make little mini tarts. That would be pretty cool. Let's see if it even works out, right? So I did. I made a couple round ones. I made a heart one. My daughter Danielle, she enjoyed decorating the. I decorated two of them, two of the round ones, and then I saved the heart and the other two round ones for her. And she loved doing it. She's like, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute." um, so those I want to say went in around the same time. Like I put those in. See the rest of that dough right there? I pretty much like I don't think I did anything with it. Yeah, I made the heart. And then after I made the heart, I got rid of the rest of the dough. And I regret it now. Like so for real, I really regret it. I really should have kept that dough and put it in the freezer and used it for later. If I would have known, if I, Stephanie, for your future self, if I would have known that it tastes so good, um, I would have kept that and I would have put it in the freezer and I would have made some more of the small little baby, like little round tarts, is what I would have done. So, to any of you guys, if you make it and there's extra dough, go ahead and keep it and put it like in saran wrap or whatever and then put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer and like use it for next week or the week after, whatever, for dessert or for a future breakfast or whatever, because I'm telling you, it's a yummy breakfast and I think that a lot of people would like it. But I know for next time. So now I think is whenever I start decorating it. I didn't know like how to decorate it at all. I kind of was I was nervous about this part. Like I was really nervous about transferring it onto the wire rack and I was scared. I don't think that it goes into frame and I don't think that you can like see me do it, but it really did make me nervous. Oh, yeah, see, I you couldn't see it anyway. So here I go ahead and start putting all the filling on there. And I will say, when I tried that filling by itself, uh, it didn't taste that great. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, I was like, how is this going to be flavorful? Like, how is this going to taste good? Like, I don't know because like I thought that the strawberry I guess you would just automatically think that since you add strawberry jelly to cream cheese, it's automatically going to make it sweet, But in all reality, when you try it by itself, it does not make it sweet. It literally just tastes like heavier on the cream cheese and that there's a little bit of strawberry flavor in there. Like it literally did not make it sweet. So in my mind, I was like, how is this going to come together and actually be good? Like you don't have any sugar in the crust. This layer's not very sweet. So, I don't know. Like I was very doubtful the entire time I was making this. I'm not going to lie. Um yeah, so I put the apples first. They go around in a circle. And I will say that at the end, I understand now why that middle portion there is not super sweet. And when it all comes together, it's like literally the perfect balance. I'll talk about that later because I do a taste test in every video, so you will see that at the end. Um, but I thought it came out cute. Like I could have probably did better with the decorating part. But look, I am not a chef. I'm not a baker. I don't do, professional type stuff. So I will get better over time and I'll probably get better with filming, but it's going to take a little while for me to get good at it because I do have some filming like anxieties, so I have a hard time like when I know the camera's on watching me, it makes me nervous. So like the whole time that I'm making this, like I feel like I'm gonna just completely fail at it and it's just gonna like fall apart literally. um, but that is why in the past I never really did too many cooking videos, or any, if I did any, I don't know, I think I did here and there, but um, I always wanted to do cooking videos. I've always wanted to, but I always doubted myself and was always like, no, don't do it. There's so much criticism around cooking. You're cooking unhealthy food. Oh, you really shouldn't be eating all those sweets, or you're like all the negativity that like comes with it on the internet made me not want to do it. But I'm now at a point in my life where I truly don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna do what makes me happy, and cooking makes me happy. And here we are trying some new things that we never thought we would try in our lives. Oh, at this part, I was like, something's wrong here. So I switched it around to put a little bit bigger of a strawberry there, and I think it made it look a little bit better. Um, but I'm sorry I went on that little rant about how I was feeling about cooking videos, but if you know, you know, okay? Like, you know how people are on the internet, especially whenever it comes down to like cooking or like, oh yeah, so the apple, why do I always want to say apple butter? I don't know. The apple jelly. I've never melted that before. I did it in the microwave and I realized that you have to do it until it literally becomes like liquidy. I never did that before, and like it'll start like looking like chunky. Like if you put it in there for 30 seconds, like it'll look chunky, and then I'm like, wait, does this get even more melted? Like I don't know because I never did it before, and I am here to tell you that yes, it does go to pretty much like liquid form. But you have to like hurry up and use it, or you have to like heat it up again because by the time that I got to the small tarts, I had to go ahead and heat it up again. My great moved over. He said, "No, I don't want to be here." Oh, it looks so gorgeous. In person, it's so much prettier because you just see all that pretty glaze going over it. And I'm telling you what, that apple jelly added in like literally the perfect sweetness that it needed on top. Oh man, it's so good. I will be definitely making this again. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy my reaction afterwards. I will go ahead and put some music for the end. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe. Bye. So, moment of truth. In the book, it says that you can either eat it, like serve right after you make it, or you can put it in the refrigerator for up to 2 hours before you serve it. It's later in the evening. It's already 9 o'clock at night. So everyone's going to be in bed. The other one is just going to have to be in the refrigerator for the night. Hopefully it tastes good tomorrow. But when I saw that there was more of the dough left, I said, oh, well, if I make little tiny ones, we can at least try those. Like, 'cause I don't know, I just feel like it might be better cold. So I'm going to taste it first. Now these strawberries, they're not, they taste like water. They don't have like any flavor to them. So hopefully the apple jelly being on top would have definitely, I mean, look how beautiful that is. It's so cute. All right, let's hope for the best. These might be more crisp than the other one. That is interesting. I need another bite. Hold on. That is so different. You have the bottom layer that is not sweet at all. Then you have like that cream cheese mixed with the strawberry jam that didn't really make it sweet. So you still have that cream cheese flavor. And then the fruit on top is like sweet, but yet a bitterness to it. Like, it depends on what fruit you're biting into, but like the apple is so far my favorite. And then the apple glaze, like the apple jelly on top, oh, that makes it perfect because it's not too sweet. It's like the perfect balance. That strawberry was good. That one was. I must have got a bad one earlier because that one I could actually taste the strawberry. Sorry if I'm being rude and talking while I have food in my mouth, but yeah, this is good. I would give it a try. It's worth making again. If I can, I will try to put my thoughts on it being cold somewhere in the video. But I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you enjoy this video. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. Bye.